Hello guys and welcome to another video from your favorite broken English guy. After 4 months I have finally decided to revive the Combat Master community Loadout review series again. I know we just had one part of the Loadout reviews, but I got a bit lazy and also I haven't played Combat Master that much in that time, so I just didn't wanted to try out new builds. But now, after so many people had asked me to revive the series again, I did it. And you guys have sent me a lot of loadouts and I'm gonna try them in this video. But there will be a small change for this video. So in the first episode I have reviewed 5 weapon builds, but in this episode I will only rate 3 builds. I'm currently busy with some IRL stuff, but I will promise you that in the next episode I will review 5 builds again. Important to mention is that I will be very honest with you, so if I don't like your build, it's just my opinion. But if you, who recommended me this loadout, likes to use this loadout, it's completely fine. And if you want your Combat Master loadout to get reviewed by me in the next episode, just leave your loadout in the comments down below with the hashtag build review. So now I have talked enough and let's start with the first loadout. The first loadout is from MØTRIK and he recommended me his favorite M4 build. So for the muzzle you have to use the Banff Rose muzzle, for the barrel the Millimart Flash mini barrel, for the stock the Edge Hexton buffer tube stock, for the ammunition the 50 round drum magazine, for the receiver the VR80 heavy receiver, and for the perk hollow point. And this is how the build looks like. So what can I say about this build? In my opinion, this build is very good. The sprint speed because of the Edge Hexton buffer tube and the Millimart barrel feels amazing. Also because of the Millimart barrel and the Banff Rose muzzle, you compensate the 30% decreased fire rate from the hollow point perk, and also because of the hollow point perk you deal double damage. And the VR heavy receiver compensates the reduced fire rate of the Millimart barrel. Like I said before, this build feels amazing and I will give you for this build a 9 out of 10. The next build is from FF Hero YouTube and he recommended me his Mac-10 build. So for the muzzle he uses the Ghost Compensator muzzle, for the stock the SIG Skill folding stock, for the underbarrel the Rail Scale Anchor vertical grip, for the ammunition the 50 round drum mag, for the grip the granulated grip, and for the perk sleight of hand. And this is how his Mac-10 build looks like. So what can I say about this build? I personally think that this build is not the best in my opinion. Since season 2 is out I have played the Mac-10 a lot and I personally think that, for example, the SIG folding stock is not the best stock for the Mac-10. I personally would pick the Ace ultralight stock because of the increased sprint speed. Also I think that the Ghost compressor muzzle is not the best choice. There are a lot of muzzles that are better than this. For example, my favorite, the Banff Rose muzzle, and the rest of the attachments is basically what I would recommend you to play on the Mac-10. The Mac-10 has a very bad movement speed and so you should try to improve the movement speed of the Mac-10. The next video will be about the Mac-10, so about my favorite build and my thoughts on the Mac-10, so stay tuned for that. So in the end I want to say that this build is a 6 out of 10. Like I said before, if you like this build feel free to play it, but I personally think that there are better builds. And the last build for today's video is from the Killer Potato and he recommended me his M3 super build. So for the muzzle he uses the Ghost Compensator, for the barrel the CQB SWAT barrel, for the stock the Comtech Champion stock, for the foregrip the Merc foregrip, for the ammunition the Hardcast slug rounds, and as perk he uses FMJ. And this is how his M3 super build looks like. All I can say is that I haven't played the M3 super that much. The last time I have used the shotgun was for this video, but what I can say is, as I have played with this build, I had a lot of fun. This build has a focus on hipfire accuracy, accuracy and increased fire range. I personally think that this build is amazing, and to be honest, I think that if I will level up the M3 Super and grind for camos, I will probably use this build. So I will give the killer potato for this build a 10 out of 10. So this was the second episode of the community loadout review series. I really hope that you liked this episode. I'm planning to drop the next episode in 2 weeks because I also want to continue with the Combat Master channel review series. And like I said before, the next episodes will include 5 weapon builds again. If your weapon build was not in today's episode, don't worry, you are on my list and your weapon build will appear in the next episodes. It's just a matter of time. And if you want to get sure, just post your weapon build again under this video. Also tell me your opinion on the reviewed guns in the comments down below. And also, do you think that my rating was fair in this video? Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more Combat Master videos like this. And I will see you in the next video.